audit, vulnerability assessment, and penetration testing. So first audit will be done, then assessment will be done, and last there will be penetration testing. I was supposed to talk about penetration testing. Before that, assessment is done. In assessment, we had gone through depth review, technical flaws, scope of external and internal systems, heavily depend on, rely on lots of good tools, no exploitation of the weaknesses which are identified, and no confusion regarding vulnerability scan. Or actually, often people are confused with vulnerability scan. Hmm? So this should not happen. Hmm? Now coming to penetration testing. Penetration is testing is just opposite to audit, security audit. There are some findings which we should avoid. The findings in penetration testing should have been avoided. Hmm? The best penetration testing is no findings. We should not get flaws, weaknesses, right? So first point of penetration testing is less structured. Audit में क्या था? Highly structured. So penetration testing, less structure. It should not happen. We don't follow the process. There is no structure defined. Or though the structure is defined, we do not follow the structure properly. The structure is defined only on paper. केवल पेपर पे स्ट्रक्चर नहीं डिफाइन होना चाहिए, राइट? So structure should be defined, not only paper, it should have been implemented. Correct? So less structured is a first point for penetration testing. Second point is tightly defined scope, especially for external systems. The information, it should be very clear about which information should be shared with which external people. I cannot share all the information to everybody. So there would be a information which is decided, okay, only this much information should have been communicated to the external people. Okay, for an example, if I'll ask you to submit your address proof, what do you think what you are going to submit? Assuming that you have passport as well as you have driving license and voter ID along with Aadhaar card. And I am asking to submit address proof. And all three have the address. Voter ID has the address, is considered as address proof. Aadhaar card has the address, considered as address proof. Driving license has the address, considered as address proof. So which address proof you are going to submit? Or which all address proofs you are going to submit? Yes, given an option to submit the address proof. Somebody should talk about. Then I'll be talking about security concerns based on your document submission. Yes, क्या सबमिट करने वाले हो? Anyone, so that I can talk about Aadhaar card. Okay, one said Aadhaar card. Okay. Anybody else? All of you. Let me know what you are going to submit, assuming that you have voter ID, Aadhaar card, as well as uh, one more I told about driving license. Okay. So one Aadhaar card, one is submitting Aadhaar card, another one is submitting driving license. Okay. Who else? At least two of you, two more people. So if I'm submitting Aadhaar card not only have the address, will have other details also. Because your bank also will be having Aadhaar card. If you purchased four-wheeler, then also you have submitted your Aadhaar card. So copy of Aadhaar card is not only disclosing about your address proof, copy of Aadhaar card will be disclosing other informations as well. Other information like how many vehicles, four-wheeler you have. If you purchase four-wheeler, your Aadhaar card will be submitted. If you submitted Aadhaar card, I'll come to know your information, your annual income. Aadhaar card will have the uh, uh, photo print of your all 10 fingers. It could be misused. So safer side, the document which you are supposed to submit, given an option, then voter ID. Because if even though you are submitting a driving license also has a chip. अगर तुम ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस अपना निकाल के देखो तो उसमें एक चिप लगा होता है. And this chip has, though the chip has encrypted data, but then also why to take the risk? Correct, na? But if I am submitting voter ID only has my address. That's it. No other details you will identify through my voter ID. Is it clear? So if somebody is asking, okay, submit address proof. So I'll submit only one address proof. They did not ask you to submit multiple address proof or at least two address proof. Even though they are asking submit at least two, then I'll submit only two. I will not submit third also. I might have my passport as well. So even though I have a passport is considered as address proof as well as photo ID proof also, identity proof. But then also I will not submit. Reason is my passport information will be leaked out. Which all places I traveled past 2 years. Right? So safer side, I'll be submitting only voter ID. Correct? So tightly defined scope. Whenever there is address proof, I'll submit voter ID only. Because it has only address, nothing else. Typically for external systems, you might have seen in the website, they will, and none of the companies are sharing their financial details. Financial details could be anything like who is the highest paid employee, Who is the lowest paid employee? What is the salary range? Nobody, none of the companies will disclose. Company may disclose how many employees are working with the company. Why they are disclosing? Because they would be getting clients based on the company strength. इनके पास मैन पावर है मेरा काम करने के लिए. So tightly defined scope, typically external systems, right, do not provide excess of information, provide only limited information. If they want, they can check with you. Okay, give me this information also as well. Shall be giving that information as well. Right? So that will be talking about tightly defined scope to the external people. I cannot leak out my internal information with the external sources because it could be misused. So penetration testing is talking about, okay, external information should be with external sources. This is the external information. Only this external information will be shared with the external sources. Right? Operational flaws must be included. Not every time, sometimes. Operational flaws will be what? Like in the company, you are told not to use your personal mail ID. Only company related sites will be opened. But what you are doing, you are opening social media websites which are not included, which are not allowed. Right? So these are operational flaws. People should not given a option to use personal mail ID. Then also they are able to find out the option to open the mail ID. Because if you are using personal mail ID, there are chances information will be leaked out of the system. Now think of scenario, you are working with X company has given the email ID to all the employees. So there are 26 employees A to Z. And all are told to use only company mail ID. And you are not allowed to open any of Gmail IDs, personal mail ID. Even though you communicate the information will be within the organization, cannot go outside the organization. Yes or no? Because I don't have option to share the information out of the system. Yes or no? So one real story I'm talking about. Since I take care of placement in my college, Bharati Vidyapeeth, so I used to invite companies not only from Mumbai. I used to invite the companies from other cities also, metro cities like Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon, Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad. So these are the locations, and I really not bothered about the companies coming from which location. And same is told to my student, if you are getting opportunity outside Mumbai, better you grab the opportunity outside the Mumbai as well. Right? So for this purpose only I visited Bangalore, and there is very famous company Harman International. Uh, can you people type Google में type करो Harman? All of you type Harman. Okay. So I got the option to visit Harman. So Google में टाइप करो जरा हरमन करके. टाइप किया हरमन. Response is very much required. So Harman is very big company, and it's not Indian company. It's US based company, and it's very big company, product based company, right? If you compare Harman with Infosys, TCS, they all are very small compared to Harman. Now you can think of. They are into electronics. ये चिप वगैरह डिजाइन करते हैं ना, मोबाइल चिप वगैरह. So they are into not only mobile chip designing, they are into so many things. हरमन के स्पीकर्स आ रहे हैं. इफ यू परचेज टाटा का अगर कोई भी कार परचेज करोगे तो उसमें जो म्यूजिक सिस्टम है वो हरमन का है, क्योंकि टाटा हैड ज्वाइंट वेंचर विद हरमन. So it's a very good company. People have the dream of joining this company as a fresher. So I got a chance to visit this Harman Technology because of my friend. So I wanted to invite Harman Technologies in my college to have the campus with our students. I took it very lightly since my friend was in Herman. Normally, I don't travel by air. I prefer going by uh, uh, train. So I booked my ticket by train and I traveled Sunday morning and reached on Monday morning, 9 o'clock. Since I was supposed to travel by train, so I booked my ticket in AC first class train. Anybody traveled by AC first class? Anyone? किसी ने ट्रैवल किया है? Is a luxury if you are traveling by AC first class. Fares are same. AC first class का fare will be same like train का. Sorry, plane का. So it was a luxury traveling by train AC first class. I reached next day morning by 10 o'clock to Bangalore. The meeting was scheduled post lunch. So I was invited for lunch, and post lunch there was a meeting. As I told, I took it very lightly to have this meeting. Took it lightly means what? I did not much bothered about my dressings. You know, formal shirt, trouser. So I was wearing white color shirt and a dark blue color trouser. And I thought before I reach Herman, better I'll give call to my friend. So I called my friend just to confirm that I'll be reaching on time. Right? So they told me to come by 1 o'clock. I said, I thought, let me confirm that I'll be reaching by 1 o'clock. Since I started from Bangalore city 10 o'clock, so I was expecting in 2 hours I'll be reaching Herman. So from Bangalore station to Herman, it was nearly 18 to 20 kilometers. And Bangalore is famous for traffic. I thought 2 hours is more than enough. I would be reaching on time. So before starting my journey, I given a call to my friend and just to confirm that I will be reaching by 1 o'clock. The moment he picked up the call, the very first sentence is from my friend I am talking about, right? Very first sentence was, Manish, are you wearing blazer? I said no. And I was shocked. The moment he told me, Manish, make sure you are coming in blazer. Because he was knowing me past 4 to 5 years and he never seen me in blazer. Right? And why he informed me this thing? So that the people from Herman will take me seriously. Right? So your dressing is very important. I had some of my friends in Bangalore, coordinated with my one of the friend and borrow the blazer for 1 day. You know, the moment I entered to the floor of Herman, I was told to submit your all gadgets, all the gadgets, mobile phone, pen drive, anything. I was told to submit. I requested at least I can carry my mobile phone. When requested multiple times and they have taken approval from the security in charge, the camera was covered by the tape. and it was strict instruction, do not remove this tape. It was one time stick the tape. एक बार वो लगा दिया, उसके बाद अगर हटाया, if you remove, you cannot stick once again. So all the gazettes are being submitted. This was talking about the security concern. I cannot call anybody once I'll go inside. I am not allowed. Jammer लगा के रखा हुआ था. Even though I wanted to call, I am not allowed at all. So once you are entered, you are restricted because I am an outsider. So outsider, none of the information should be communicated. कुछ भी communicate नहीं होना चाहिए. So that way I was told. Right? So this is the security concern. Correct? So social engineering is a big flaw in the organization. Social media people used to leak out the information, which should not happen. So people should have been restricted to use social media. Right? So first point was less structured. Second point, tightly defined scope. Third point is operational flaws. Fourth point, time sensitive. Now, what is the meaning of time sensitive? There are some of the functions which are called time bounded functions. For example, your system has to be scanned. Antivirus, scanning of viruses. Time bounded. Every day morning 9 o'clock, all the systems which are in the network will be scanned. Time bounded. Any of the task has to be completed, there has to be time bound. Correct, na? So this is what? Time sensitive. And sometimes it happened like resources are depend on each other. Real scenario I'm talking about, you have to change the train. अगर तुमको ट्रेन चेंज करनी है एक स्टेशन से, you have to catch next train. अगर पहला वाला ट्रेन लेट हो गया तो दूसरा वाला भी छूटेगा. So here the things are like the same. One task is not completed, because of this task other tasks are also delayed. Right? So time sensitive is very important. We'll check it out. How many tasks are timely bounded with timely bounded functions? If they are timely bounded functions, how many tasks actually would have been completed within the time? So this will be penetration testing. Then relies heavily on limited set of good tools. Security audit was talking about what? Rely more on good tools, heavily on good tools. और यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? There will be limited. Tools are available, but people are not using. ICICI is very famous group of companies. ICICI Bank, ICICI Prudential, ICICI Lombard, ICICI Securities. See, ICICI group of companies. and they are using one of the application developed by IBM. The name of the application is Life Asia. उस एप्लीकेशन का नाम क्या है? लाइफ एशिया. So this example I am giving based on time sensitive and heavily on set of good tools. And using Life Asia in ICICI group of employees, ICICI is supposed to pay some amount. Some amount will be in crores to IBM because they are using it. Based on number of employees are using Life of Asia. And job of Life of Asia is to gather the information of the customer, all the information. And response time of Life of Asia is 3 seconds. 3 seconds is very short. Whatever is the size of data, if you are trying to search the data, your details will be available. The details will be available within 3 seconds. Right? Now, ICICI thought of cost cutting, and because of this cost cutting, ICICI decided, okay, why not? I'll ask my technical team to build this kind of application, Life Asia, similar application, right? They took 3 years to complete this application. So they took 3 years to complete this application. And once the application is completed, for testing point of view, they ask their certain employees to use this application. Test was also passed, but once it was told to all the employees of ICICI group to use this application, though it was told multiple times to use Life of Asia of ICICI, people were not using it. You know, the reason was what? The reason was only one: response time was less, time sensitive. The Life Asia was responding in 3 seconds. It was taking 15 seconds. See the functionality, everything was same, but only the point was response time. So the person who is using 24 by 7 Life Asia, and if it is not processing the data within the time, then it was a big failure. So it failed. So they wasted 3 years to build the application, and after that, also, it was not in use. Time sensitive. Limited set of good tools. They were supposed to use Life Asia, ICICI, but still they were using what? IBM, because it was much faster. It was very good tool available in the organization. Am I clear? Yes or no? So penetration testing is talking about less structured, tightly defined scope, operational flaws, uh, time sensitive, and highly rely on some good tools. So all the 3 points are completed now. ठीक है ना? Now, if I'll ask you what are the advantages of food printing, can anybody tell me the advantages of food printing? Advantages of food printing. Anyone? First advantage is, just note it down. First advantage is it will talk about the vulnerabilities in the database. Second advantage is it will talk about the loopholes. Third advantage is you can concentrate in business instead of security. Because through food printing, you'll make sure your business is secured. Fourth advantage is you can develop a secured IT infrastructure. Right? Which is also called security posture. You have developed security posture. The food printing is also talking about the trusted routers and network topologies. So I told about 6 advantages. First one is what? Vulnerabilities in the database. Loopholes, second. Concentrate more into business, third. Will provide secured IT infrastructure, fourth. Will provide trusted routers, fifth. And last one is network topologies. Right? So all these are what? The advantages of mm, advantages of food printing. Correct? Have you noted down all 6 advantages? Fine. Now, what is the objective of food printing? The objective of food printing is learn security posture. First objective. Second is analyze the security posture. Third objective is find loopholes. Fourth objective is identify the attack plans. Fifth objective is identify focus area using different tools and techniques. And last objective is narrow down the range of IP addresses. Outside people should not come to know the range of IP address of your organization, because the moment they come to come to know the range, the chances of attack will be more. Like अगर तुम्हारा मोबाइल हैक करना हो तो हम तुम्हारे मोबाइल को टारगेट नहीं करेंगे, तुम्हारे वाईफाई को टारगेट करेंगे. आई टारगेट फॉर वाईफाई. एक बार तुम्हारा वाईफाई हैक हो गया, so all the mobile phones, all the systems which are connected to Wi-Fi could be hacked. Right? Now think again. If you are keeping simple Wi-Fi password, how many of you have the Wi-Fi at your home? कितने लोगों के पास है? Type yes if you have the Wi-Fi. Are you keeping simple password Wi-Fi? Type yes if you are keeping simple password. So keep a strong Wi-Fi password. क्योंकि एक बार तुम्हारा वाईफाई हैक हो गया, देन देयर आर चांसेस मम्मी पापा जितने लोग वाईफाई से कनेक्टेड हैं, सबके फोन, सबके डिवाइसेस हैक होने के चांसेस will be increased. Right? So that way, narrow down the range of IP addresses. Narrow down means what? Outsiders should not come to know how many systems are connected with this Wi-Fi or this network. Am I clear? So these are the objectives of food printing. Correct? Now there are countermeasures of food printing. Countermeasures will be first countermeasure is what? Creating awareness among the employees and users about the dangers of social engineering or social media. All of you must be in one of the social media website, and you are not knowing about the flaws of social media website. Heard about big data? Big data का नाम सुना है क्या तुम लोगों ने? Yes or no? Okay. We'll let you know. Huh? But data is very important for all the organization, and most of IT companies are working based on data only. And what about your data is not secured? Your company is gone. You cannot be, you cannot get success in the market. And social media is a biggest danger sign for the employees if they are using social media, because information can be leaked out. Second countermeasure is limiting the sensitive information. Third one is encrypting the sensitive information. देखो तुम लोग व्हाट्सएप पे जब भी मैसेज भेजते हो तो हमारे पास इफ द मैसेज इज कमिंग फ्रॉम अननोन नंबर, इनक्रिप्शन का एक मैसेज आता है and will be giving confirmation that message is encrypted. Yes, so this is talking about security. Have idea about encryption, decryption? Yes or no? Tell me just yes or no. If yes, then this is a point, otherwise I'll let you know. So do you people have an idea about encryption? Private key, public key, okay, fine. So I need to talk about encryption also. So as of now, take a point, encryption sensitive information. Next point is all these points are based on this. Okay, let's discuss about encryption and encryption technique, then we'll move further. So we'll discuss in the next lecture countermeasures of footprinting, because now I have to go in detail. Everywhere encryption, private key, public key, privacy, all these terms will be coming, right? So better to talk about this first, then we'll go with the countermeasures. Okay? So any doubt to anybody regarding the topics which are covered today? किसी को कुछ डाउट है? चलो, good, fine. So we'll end up session here, and next time, next lecture, just remind me I have to start with encryption. तुम लोग wherever you will try to communicate the information, if it is not encrypted, your information can be leaked out. It could be misused. And being an organization, being an employee of the organization or part of the organization, I do not want my information to be leaked out. Though my information might travel by external sources, then also I don't want, though it is traveling through external sources, I do not want the information to be leaked out. Even though information is leaked out, the people should not be able to misuse the information. See, so many things are coming up. इंफॉर्मेशन अगर लीक भी हो गई है तो उसको मिसयूज करना नहीं आना चाहिए. For example, when you type the password is coming in dot format or cross format. What do you think? If I copy and paste, will it work the same? No. Correct, na? So I cannot misuse your password which you typed, even though I have an option of copy paste. कभी वो वाला पार्ट, पासवर्ड वाला पार्ट कॉपी करके और कहां पे पेस्ट करना? वर्ड फाइल में. देखो क्या पेस्ट होता है. डू वन थिंग, फेसबुक पे लॉगिन करो जरा अपने. लॉग इन टू योर फेसबुक अकाउंट, और जब भी लॉग इन कर रहे हो उस टाइम पे अपना पासवर्ड कॉपी करके वर्ड फाइल पे पेस्ट करो. लेट मी नो व्हाट इंफॉर्मेशन यू आर गेटिंग. कर पा रहे हो? And once it is done, let me know what is coming. क्या आ रहा है उसमें? Are you getting the same password? Yes or no? You will not be getting same password. Correct? Okay. So we'll work on this part, huh? चलो. So I'm ending up session here itself. You may leave the session, huh?